Hi guys and gals, this is the old guy gamer WOLVZBANEBLITZ. I'm back here playing Hunter Call the Wild. I haven't played it in quite a while. Well, a long time really. Uh, I came back, played the last couple story missions of Medved Taiga, and well, I bought a new mic system and headset, and I didn't realize I had it on mute. So what I've got here coming up will be the highlights of the shots and harvests of what I got in those, being I didn't have any narration going on. And then after that, what we'll do is go on to the New Zealand DLC and go to that reserve and see what it's got to offer. Hope you enjoy it, and here we go.
Thank you. I'll let Katerina know we found the missing reindeer. You've cleared every obstacle we've encountered, but take a moment and think. Are you ready to hunt a dangerous bear? Do you have the right guns? The right gear? If not, head to an outpost to prepare yourself. Seriously. If you're equipped and ready, scout for... You need to get back on the bear hunt. So it's time you understand what you're up against. The locals think that a radioactive mutant lives on Postaya Mountain, but I know what's really up there, and it's my fault. Head to the area marked on the hunter mate, and I'll explain. My previous expedition. You know, there were enthusiasts, not professionals. I knew that the albino was still out there. Ever since that day, I felt this chain, linking my pain to the albino's pain. Every night, dreaming of my albino counterpart, roaming the wilderness, starving and driven mad by a chest full of steel. Such pain. No wonder he attacked those animals without eating them. This may sound disingenuous, but I actually felt more pity for the albino than for myself. Now the bear has peace. Maybe I can find peace too. All because of you.
Kia ora. No mai haere mai ki Aotearoa. Welcome to New Zealand and to TEAWAROA National Park. This little slice of paradise is teeming with creatures big and small, and more adventures than you'll find on any movie screen or storybook. Now I've lived out here in the Wop-Wops all my life, and never wanted for anything else. In fact, it's practically in my blood. This place and my family go way back. Things have been a little tricky lately, though. It's fast becoming somewhere I don't recognize anymore, and I don't like it. That's why I dragged you out here, Hoa. With your help, we're going to wean ourselves off outside money and make the Awaroa model for sustainability the entire South Island can get behind.
Well, that looked really cool.
Right, let's get moving. Glad to see you've arrived in one piece. Josh is my nephew. He just got his license, and I swear that kid spends more time with his hands on the radio dials than on the steering wheel. I hope he didn't talk your ear off. I've had to rely on him a lot lately since my legs started acting up again. I was planning to head out and meet you today, but here I am at home, propped up on 5 kinds of pillows. Doctor's orders. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat from me. Head over to the outpost marked on your hunter mate and let's get you started.
Okay, like usual.
I hope you had a chance to spend some quality time on your own before I rang you up. Your mate, Alejandra, said the two of you were here on holiday? She had nothing but praise for you, by the way. Said you almost single-handedly turned things around for her in Cuatro Colinas. Well, naturally I have pretty high expectations, but let's take our time getting to know each other first. I'll admit that it wasn't just her recounting your heroic antics that made me pick up the phone. She said you were, and I quote, stoic, practical, and probably born out in the bush somewhere. Just what I was looking for, in other words.
Like I started to say, like usual, I mean, the graphics, I mean, are just extraordinary. I mean, I really like these graphics they've got for the countryside and everything. Just really neat. See what kind of track we got here. Feral
Feral
goat.
goats have made themselves a little bit too at home here, if you ask me. Their favourite food is native vegetation. Well, luckily for you, they're slower to flee than deer, if you can reach them.
Oh, something across there. Just for a second, but don't see anything now. What's that? Oh, that's another feral goat female. There. At least we see one. Huh. I don't know. Man's it's where'd she go? I think she moved off. Yeah. We'll just kind of stand there like a statue. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's several. I don't really know what sex I'm looking at, but went right down, didn't it? Get one out of the way. A good shot. Yeah, female. True score. Oh, you can get true score on them too. Huh. That's pretty neat. Got our first harvest in New Zealand.
Not far now. We built these outposts in the early 90s. They got the works, repurposed materials, solar roofs, rainwater tanks. That was back when people used to just call you a hippie. Now everything's sustainable, clean, green, eco-friendly. Hippies? Ha! Try trailblazers. For the environment doesn't have to mean bad for your back. It's pretty cozy inside. Go on, take a look.
Yeah, solar panels on the roof. Oh, nice looking little cabin. What in the heck?
I see we got company. That'll be Josh's doing, the brat. I told him to leave things be, but I guess he couldn't resist. Anyway, maybe it's just as well you get used to it. I'll fill you in later. Right, mate? See that camera on the table?
No.
Strap it to your chest and let me explain what exactly you're here for. There's a lookout tower not far away, so you can head up there and get a sense of the place while I flap my gums.
What type? Oh. Okay, how do you get this thing in here? Because it is way, way, way bigger than the door.
Nice and tight now. Wouldn't want it coming off right when you've got a shot lined up.
I got a different rifle. I didn't have near as much money as I thought I did. And so I only got one new rifle, and it's, I went for the 303. New 303 rifle. Try it out. I've hunted with 303 in real life a lot of times. Taken a lot of game with them. They're a good gun.
So, the plan. I want to turn this place into a year-round retreat for hunters like you and Alejandra. So I don't spend most of the year worrying about whether our native plants are going to get overrun by deer again. There's a lot of filmmaking talent out here, and it hasn't been put to good use lately, if you ask me. So we're going to make a commercial, show the world there's more to New Zealand than haka and halflings. And who better to demonstrate the thrill of the chase than an experienced hunter like yourself? TEAWAROA's prime was back in the 80s. Most of the other hunters out here are equally long of tooth. We need someone young, new, dynamic. You. The camera will do most of the work, so you just have to make sure it's on when you head out to hunt. We have a couple of strategic locations on our list to get through. But let's get you that view first.
Do I get one of the rings of power if I pull this off?
There's the lookout tower, just up ahead.
Pretty neat looking too.
Just take that in. Spectacular, isn't it? This eastern area is all rolling hills and conifers. There's a line of mountains in the centre of the reserve. Oh, and native beech forest. And a lot of rain on the other side. Right, so remember Josh's little prank? This place doesn't receive a lot of government funding, unfortunately, and a couple of years ago we were running out of money for field research, and the outposts were in need of sprucing up. So I guess you could say we made a deal with the devil, the Hollywood devil to be exact. Long story short, they've just wrapped up filming for the final movie they were contracted to do. Some fantasy thing, shiny blade or shimmering dagger or something. Now let me check. Resplendent sword. I'll send you the blurb they gave me. My nephew tells me it's a big deal, but I'd certainly never heard of it before this. But yeah, as nice as it is that TEAWAROA's beauty is up on the silver screen for all to see, it's come with its share of problems, to say the least. The bigwigs left in a hurry, and we got left with a bunch of basically intact movie sets scattered here and there all over the reserve. Well, I'm telling you all of this because Josh just rang me up and said that he spotted another set on his way back. Not far from where I wanted you to try filming your first hunt. Could I trouble you to go clear it out? We can't run the risk of any of the props from the film featuring in our footage. Cheers.
Okay. Okay, this was right really close to where I took that goat earlier, but I didn't even notice this. Like a little medieval type set. Movie set.
Oh, what a mess. If I'd known this was gonna happen, I never would have agreed to it. This isn't even the worst of it. Right, let's take it one by one. Just bundle them into crates and I'll get someone to swing by later and transport them out of the reserve.
Okay. Let's see. What do we... Okay. What do we do? Oh, interact.
Quite the medieval fair. Looks more than a bit incongruous out here if you ask me. Are those real oranges? Good enough to eat, eh? I hope they didn't have an actual fire in that thing. Imagine if some silly townie kid had wandered over here and decided it would be a good idea. That's the last of them. What's that note? Props list. Foam statue of haughty elf standing prow, 9 foam warriors, 8 golden goblets, 3 green screens. This reads like a Christmas carol. See any of those? Bit dodgy. Townies must have been up here. Well, even though this isn't our mess to clean up, I should probably ask around and see if anyone knows what's happened to the missing props. The last thing we need is to get blamed for this. Maybe they did a very selective sweep. I'll see if anyone has a big wig's numbers. Thanks for your help, Ihor. Let's move on.
Alright.
Head off and film your hunts. First we've got to set the scene, so to speak. The marketing team's looking for some photos for the reserve website. Something to give people a taste of what this place has to offer. Now that we've dealt with that bloody mess, you think you could head over to Lake Wakaiti and snap a few shots for us?
Oh, maybe.
There's a willow tree there growing right out of the water that all the influencers or whatever they call themselves go bonkers for. It does make for a good photo op, I'll give it that. Tricky little fella, eh? If at first you don't succeed and all that, you'll get the next one.
What? What happened? Go after that dark colored one. Low. Damn it. I shot right under it. Yeah, that one's got better horns than the other one I got. Oh, it's a male too. I didn't even spot him. He's just a bronze, but finally got a male. Okay. That worked out pretty good.
If you're wondering why there's no one around, it's because the reserve is officially closed to visitors for the foreseeable future. Indefinitely conducting emergency field research, we said. If that's what it takes to get the day trippers to clear out for a hot minute, so be it. I swear I haven't seen this place so deserted in about 10 years. Ah, it's lovely, actually. Even if I can only experience it through you. We used to camp out here when I was little. Tramp over from the other side. Me and a gaggle of other kids carrying backpacks bigger than our whole bodies. Not much of that lifestyle left these days. I miss it sometimes.
There we go. That's a pretty good one there. Okay, so the Billy's got that real big beard. That's one way to tell him. I think that's, is that him? Oh, no. Yeah. He's a silver. Pretty good shot.
Don't fall in now. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened here.
What am I supposed to do? Take a picture of it? Okay. Get up close to it. Try to get a pretty good picture.
Running low. The outposts have ammo of all kinds and more besides. That'll do. It's looking well. We had some hoon try to saw off one of the branches a few weeks ago. Can you believe? Well, luckily someone managed to talk him out of it. Sometimes wedding parties will have the brides come up and sit on it. Wade right into the water and soak those dear dresses. That tree is 80 years old. Started off as a stray branch nailed to a fence. It's a tribute to tenacity, if you ask me. Right, now for our next destination. Head down to the shoreline. There's a set of huge boulders there that have to be seen to be believed. I know what you're thinking. She's showing me some rocks. But trust me on this one.
What's that down there?
Our beaches are buzzing with natural activity. At least they used to be.
Oh.
You get more and more rubbish washed up all over the place lately.
Oh, you got
bits
wild
of plastic
horns.
pellets, run off from factories further north. I swear I've seen tin cans with Australian brand names. We do our best, but we can't always prevent the poor critters ending up with junk in their bellies.
Oh, it's a male too.
Anyway, that's the situation. I'll get back to you when you arrive. Just gonna head off for a minute and make some tea.
Got kind of a wild set of horns. Got a crooked horns. He should go down. Well, he should. You gonna go down? Good grief. There. Kind of neat colored too. Yeah. Yeah, you got one horn that kind of lays way over. Oh. Alright, dude. Oh, it's kind of neat. No, I should have seen where I hit him at. Better. No organs hit, it said. Well, I guess I'll call this one a video and pick it back up where we left off next time. If you would, give the video a like, subscribe to my channel because it would help me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. And this is WOLVZBANEBLITZ saying I will see you all later.